Aye, Gachinaga. Olim Banada. Akamol Tanoromo. Naga Oltani. All protocols observed because of time. The Mheshimiwa is in the house. Care of Carretel, Gen Zs, and millennials. Assalamu alaikum. Arra Budo Gamachulu Dagama, Kabuyakana Kawan, Takakenya is at Taini, Irecha, Kenya is at Kaisanu Butufani, Namaka Ato Seenaa Jimjimootiin, Namka Chufani, Chile Nusapuja, Tuto Chile, Kasani Butuya Hangapatani, Jusuka Mulatani, Arkufidana, and the Satani. Rabuar Uyatu Fakaswa Tabae. Walingam made waliwanti kutofautiana. Kawanila meso bugini tena intabidi nuorte arwan situ tu Na-Malee nana wana kabale no wani kuto ke wani ke tu Na-Malee wani to kole intainje Na-Malee kabira injana tidi Na-Malee Amo tufayu Na-Malee wani to kaluhe sinjure yun thaini je yo wani kundan sajalan akhe sinjur yo wani sinda sadan yo bolesi ka ke oromo to chuja yo bolesi ta to chuja anke sinjuru njalini itikarka ani so buki amo Na-Malee lagi na wani ni kan to wani na tragan su kani wani la beso nuini oromo flatu jututi tokuma income Tokuma boran cash income. Aye tokuma boran af gabra income. Tokuma boran af sahuja income. Tokuma or injur fulan injur kartu. Kalau tu ayo kesulitan. Wajib kuni ni. Nuyo kana warga cak mana ni kat Kenya kesat. Yo du adu yo kurang Kenya dan adu kurang Kenya itu ne presiden kan. Kurang masalah itu ne. Quran Israel dune, Quran Tanariba dune, President Kenya tandas. War Kenya yu habutu duma wali tayo. Am katalade kalenjideren. Gosto koni kipsigis James tugen wal sejarante afanta kawan botu kalenji jete Kenya kesa wal kabate. Nuini ak oromo jende yo. Oromo jende yo. Wan katam yo, wan sahuye, ohan boran. Amale siasa ni tiada yo tufa siasa identity, siasa interest ini. Ebelu kia, oboleskia, gospia, milotia, milo kesibadi no manojan, milo kesibadi no jadi la fanjal, milo kesibadi no jadi la fi. Oromo alkikam, oboluma subolesa. Ubuan ni sudraki malle siasa interest tiada interest man interest laftena interest kain kena interest laftena jaran kata siasa bosomiti sucupatakimu akbiya lule wal kabande yosuf ishimakam yosuf urakasan yosuf wa federal professional ora bula de bana kala toba ani ora pere ya saya tu berjualan pada 2027 ni ofajena Armanduna lekara gap 2017 MCA jadi gafas kuciwa jadi Afrika bori orsihe yanda bori tani kan bulan yang cesa bori taya ye yora pede ani di bunge moya legenda dasa bagia to kot aria bagia to bunge ubasira kanu bo to late moena atuar moya letir kata ora apla de bana.
Thank you so much. Shope hello, shope. Bana mheshimiwa. Hey. Shope hello. Thank you.
Honorable Ali Wario, who was also the chair for the Council of Population and Development, Madam Seenaa, honorable members who are here, my brother director, Liban, all protocol observed. Yoya, I am not a good orator, and was just invited this afternoon by my brother Dima. I said I have to come because I'm traveling with my family to Mombasa this evening. Already they have gone to the airport. So I really appreciate Madam Seenaa for the book Na-Malee. You know, it has a lot of meaning in our society, especially Orma of Kanadu. Na-Malee means selfish, being selfish. Next time, we want as a community to also publish another book in the name Na-Malee. All of us. You know, it has a theme. 1 month ago, I'm elected on an ODM party. This is the second time I'm in parliament. I was with Kalicha, Gufu, as an order, last parliament, and I think Chachuganya, and this parliament I'm with the Professor, Naomi, and Erasmus. 1 month ago, the late Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, called us for a parliamentary meeting at a place called Ajay Hotel along Mombasa Road. He told me, you know, my son, Oromo community are the largest community in Africa. Not only in Ethiopia. The largest community in Africa. Then I asked myself, why are we looking like minority in Africa? It is very sad. Very sad indeed. I don't know why. Because this today is a very important occasion. Launching a book by our own daughter of Oromo origin. I expected all leaders to be here. There is these differences at the grassroots by other leaders from other community at their home level or at the grassroots level or at the village level. But when they come to Nairobi or some sort of leadership, they are united. They don't import their problem to where there are other people's. Their problem at home remains the same, but when they come here at the leadership table, they speak in one language. I expected these young leaders, like my sister here, who gave a very good speech, and the other one, I think Tune and Grace Gadia, she has already, she looks like Benzi, maybe she has moved out.
She's there.
So, we are there. So, we expected from you, you know, my brother Senior Wario bite the bullets for Oromo community when there was a uprising. I was very young at my tender age. He bite the bullet for Oromo community. And today, he is being celebrated all over the world. So my brothers, love one another, leave our problems at home. When we come here, we speak in one language. Even in Nairobi, we are the largest community here when we compare the Kushaiti communities. But we are minorities. We don't want to come together to invest. We don't want to speak in one language. When I go to president, I speak my issues. When another person goes, he spoke his issues. We import our differences to where the power is. That is very sad. So, I saw a director from UDA party. He's also out now, I don't know. Halage, where is Halage? Yes, Alake is from a ruling party, but he has no voice in our community. So we need to come together. Our differences at home remains the same, but when we come here, we speak in one language. So I celebrate Seenaa. Seenaa, I celebrate you. And also, because I have been invited today, I am told one book costs around 1,000 Kenya shillings. I buy for 50 people here so that they go and read. I want the organizers to give me either pay bill number or the number I can send the money so that you distribute for these Gen Zs to understand that we are the largest community in Africa. I'm being told by Raila. Raila is late now. 1 month ago he told me in a room at the Agile Hotel. Then I felt very sad as a young leader. There must be a problem we need to address. And I saw a lawyer here, my good sister. She came there, I saw her there. Yes, she's there, clap for her. You do a research where there is where is the problem. We need to find out and address it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Unbelievable, right? But that's the sad truth. And then there's our diaspora, hardworking, passionate, and sometimes a little too active on Facebook politics. Aren't we guilty of that? But despite the arguments and party rivalries, our diaspora is a force. They are the bridge, the voice, and yes, sometimes the pocket that keeps our communities going. So what do we do now? We learn from our old proverb, the bundle of sticks. Borani wanjere, unjen wol kakabate, we must become that bundle, united and unshakable. Let's start with our power here in Kenya. The Oromo people in Marsabit, Isiolo, and Tana River, we are not small, we are strong, we are voters, and we have a voice. It's time we used it. We must support good leaders, not the loudest ones, not the ones who promise us cows and disappear, but those who stand for education, peace, and development. We must teach our youth about civic power. The real power isn't shouting slogans. It's showing up to vote, showing up to school, and showing up for each other. There are also initiatives such as empowerment funds that we can create and call it Oromo Empowerment Fund to support small businesses, educational scholarship, and sustainable development. If you've noticed, a lot of restaurants here in Kenya run by Somalis, are frequented by Somalis, patronized by Somalis. They support each other. Why can't we Oromos do that for each other? We can also organize a cultural exchange program, the Ireta Festival. Sorry I wasn't able to join you in the morning. I had a slight running stomach, but now I'm okay. But this is one amongst the first events that you can have to bring Oromo from different countries together, strengthening social bonds and heritage. We also need to invest in our greatest gift, which is our culture and our language. Afaan Oromo is not just a language. It is music, it's poetry, it's a way of thinking that respects life and harmony. Let's celebrate it in schools, in songs, online, everywhere, because our children must grow up proud of who they are. And to my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, we love you. We need you to speak with one strong, united voice on global platforms. Coordinate efforts with international human rights, bodies and governments. Keep the pressure for peace, justice, and democratic reforms in the Horn of Africa. And finally, let us never forget, unity is not just a slogan, it's survival. When we are divided, we are noise. When we are united, we are music. So today, I say to every Oromo in Finfinne, in Isiolo, in California, let us bind our sticks together. Let us make our ancestors proud. Let us create a future where no Oromo child goes to bed hungry, thirsty, or afraid. Thank you, and may our laughter, love, and unity lead us forward. Galatoma.
Okay, give a round of applause for
Nico dance, Grace?
Sister Lume. Hapo bibi. Hapo bibi. Jezi hapo bibi.
Asante sana.
It is our honor to invite our chief guest, Haji Ali Wario. He is a former member of parliament for Bura constituency for 3 terms. And by the way, coincidentally, today he was appointed as the non-executive chairperson of the National and Population Development Board by the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto. Is that okay? Hold on. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yoya Oromo.
Yoya.
Jirtu. Galatoma. I hope the introduction is sufficient. I don't need to introduce myself again. I have a very brief statement written, then I will talk to you. I'm not very good at reading speeches, but inshallah, after reading this speech, I want to talk to Oromos. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow Oromos, and friends of our cause. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you today as the guest of honor at the launch of Na-Malee, a dogma grip of Oromo and Ethiopian politics by our own esteemed sister, Seenaa Jimjimootiin. Seenaa, your life's work is a beacon of hope for our people, and this book is a powerful milestone in your remarkable journey. Seenaa's family has a storied history in the Oromo struggles, with generations dedicated to the fight for justice, dignity, and self-determination. Their legacy has inspired countless others, including Seenaa herself, who has devoted years to this cause with unwavering resolve.
Her tireless efforts through advocacy, sacrifice, and now this book stands as testament to her commitment to our people. What makes Na-Malee so significant is the reality. Few Oromos take up the pen to document our struggles, preserving our history and truths for the future generation. In a world where narratives are often shaped by others, this book ensures that our story is told by one of our own. I must confess, I have not yet read the book, so I will refrain myself from commenting on its content today. But I am certain it will spark reflection and inspire action amongst all who are engaged with it. For over 150 years, the Oromo people have endured colonization in its most brutal form: oppression, marginalization, and attempts to erase our identity. Yet we have never stopped resisting. From the earliest days of defiance to the present, our people have fought with courage and resilience. We must recognize and honor the enduring struggle, for it is the foundation of who we are today. Let us especially celebrate the Keros and the Karres, the pioneers of our liberation efforts. Their sacrifice, often at the cost of their lives, paved the way for our continued fight for freedom. We owe them not just remembrance, but commitment to carry their legacy forward in our actions and aspirations. Today, I also want to acknowledge my own contribution to the Oromo cause, particularly my work to unite Oromos across borders in Kenya and Ethiopia through regional integration. For years, I have worked tirelessly to foster connections between our communities, building bridges that strengthen our collective identity. It fills my heart with joy to see the fruits of this effort. Young men and women from Kenya now receiving invitation to celebrate ceremonies in Oromia, joining hands in unity. These gatherings are a powerful symbol of our shared heritage and our shared future. We must also appreciate the current government for their service to the Oromo people. They are working diligently to address our challenges and advance our interests. And for that, they deserve our support and recognition. Let me draw on Dr. George's poignant analogy. We soar in the skies like birds and swim in the ocean like fish. But living on this earth, navigating the trials and divisions, remains our greatest challenge. To overcome this, we must uplift each other, value every effort, and be each other's keeper. Unity is our greatest asset, and through it, we can break free from any dogma that seek to hold us back. Seenaa, thank you for gifting us Na-Malee. May it ignite conversation, deepen understanding, and fuel resolve. To all of you here today, thank you for your presence and your commitment to our cause. Let us move forward together, united across borders, to build a brighter future for the Oromo people and all Ethiopian communities. Galatoma. I want to be, that is what I was asked to say, but now I want to share with you 2-3 things. One, Sani Ibsufet. I thought you, Mheshimiwa Ali is speaking from this podium. Mheshimiwa Ali said, "Were you bited the bullet for your cause, Oromos?" once. I was a young man, very energetic, as active as you are today. Attended a function in New York. The side effect of the annual general meeting. Of all the presidents and prime ministers who attended, none of them can speak my language. None of them. When I came back, I did some stanzas. I said, Gargarbatin Muhamtua, Kanaf damne kem barchuma, Hihankanne dagbachuman, Walingallu gammachuan, Baragadanut Wolnyata, Tanafnyam Mindanamne. We are talking of 60, 70 million people in the entire East African region. There was no single among the 70 million people who can represent us at the United Nations General Assembly. So, and I'm thinking KITAABAA, Seenaa. I tried to talk with some Oromo elders in this league. They are not talking about Seenaa. They are talking about Seenaa's parents. Work up so yete, one good to Jarolen Sunaboti Seenaa Iraudes. Kanafu Kapson Oromo Ababa Yokat. You cannot convince me to rewrite that history for me today. Now Mansi soon done that. You just want me to just assume blank that we are from nowhere, we are here, we are today. No, we had history. A strong history for that sake. Kanafu Akjarolen Abotin Seenaa Abdi Seenaa Kapsoo Abdiyete Odesit Oromon Kapsoon isi Abba Ababu Abdi. Kanafu, one, we need to recognize this. Lamafa, the struggle for independence, what Kero did for us, the sacrifice, Yonu Namtan, Ijolle la feesich absite, Igu filo lafte, Bilisuma nubiya hankab nukanit, Maka isi kabajine, Seenaa isi jabe sumal. 3, out of that struggle, we have a government today in place. You can say what you want to say. That is not a problem. But the whole world is telling us, this is our Oromo government. Addinan, Jelanan, Addunya Murtifudete Motumana Lafjir, Ta Oromoti. So the simple thing for us is recognize, appreciate it. What is our problem today? And what is the theme of Na-Malee? Na-Malee. I got the opportunity to visit General Gutuwago once. I sat with him, I had lunch with him. He asked me one simple question. Wal jalatani. Atenyu an Oromo na akamin beku dandasi Oromo de nagafat. So it became a bit awkward for me to justify that I'm an Oromo. Then he decided to help me. Well, jalatan yede nagafat. And so I became quiet for a while, and then he says, well, injalan jet. And then I said, well, injalan, at Oromo dugana yet. Na-Malee. Tawal Jalano is a different thing. Is our problem external or internal? Is our problem external or internal? Ntano. Walinjalat. Wali omsin. Yaad kemale yaad nam birafudechu undandet. What is the problem if I appreciate our history? Work up sae fulan ugenne nugewan galas warra galchub dimnimman. Kero la fe si chapsite digi si lollasi. Yo angalati si galchub dimnimman. Motumar mu gubbajir yo angalati si dimnimman. Yo nu wal dufne man tanenne wal gafan. What is our way forward as Oromos? Isanna misanjala targitani. Oromoti sawol jalalte sani isanin gafaddu nam alaka isanjela tojira iya yo atu finjalan ala kam si jalatan I was a young energetic man. Major Lentana River. Please stand up. Thank you. Galatoma. I'm a human being. Rabbi Guddawanu Yedu, Kullu Nafsin Daikatil Maut. Nafsin Umantun, Kamufu Dunya Kairadu Tedai. At one point, I will exit this world. But I have talked to our youth. I have trained many. I have walked with them throughout this journey. I have built bridges. At one point in 1980s, I remember buying a whole bag of cassettes. Dunia haijakuwa hii ya leo. For you to send a message across, you have to use a cassette, a radio cassette. So I buy 2,000 cassettes from Isli, travel to Tana River, distribute it to my people. Fulan uradufne fulatan gen wandika ne santi fakatin. Dandi ummat kana dudu doun as one person's effort. Wandika santi fakatin. Today with pride, I have hundreds over my youth who can crisscross Ethiopia and Kenya at any time of their will. Kanafu, yogu yanki ge adunya ka irabokat gammadan. Manif dandi obolom kenna isan dudin ilman ken alchise wal barsise yo anini ragoda nagyam bokat. Iwe huru Oromi. Hodi hodi muhariri ningie ukumbini. Niyaseme hadharani anikerayo moyoni. Mamangu simuoni sina furaha moyoni. Mamangu muhisani yuko wapi duniani? Uzunguni Arabuni aliyoko na mbieni. Nimufuate kwa makini anitoe nyororoni. Mamangu muhisani yuko wapi duniani? I gave that poem in 1988. I was in Form 3. I was asking the world, where is my mom? Is she in Europe? Is she in Arabia? Where is my mom? The mom I was asking in that poem is not my mom, the mom who gave birth to me. The mom I was stressing and asking was Oromia. And then the last stanza says, Iwe huru Oromia sote tutafurahia. Ni Oromo familia wanaoangamia. Imepita miaka 100 daima tuwakupigania. Iwe huru Oromia sote tutafurahia. Uhuru ya kidemokrasia, uhuru ya kielimu, uhuru ya kibiashara, uhuru ya kujitawala, uhuru ya Oromo ndio ndoto niliota nikiwa kijana. Let me rest my case and ask you a small favor, very small favor. I always imagine with one heart loving 60-70 million Oromos. And I have never regretted in my life. Oromo million tolbatama, one fedatau, kuta fedu hadufu, amanti fedu kadufu. On toko ni sanjalat. My humble appeal to you. Kadaan tanti tani san kadad, gafin takitina ni san gafad, Oromo wal jalada. Oromo wal jalada. The transfer of power in Ethiopia from north to south is not as I'm damn scared. One anaka argitan imbe. Namin Oromo ontench uftin wali galle akkam Oromo hart michire Motuma irrabuufanne raasat galchina yaada akkasii addunyaa keessa deemuu jira. At a very high level. Nu yoo waliin jaalatin, yoo tokkin ta'in, yoo waliin qabatin, yoo walii omsin raasat galla raasat nuun galchina. Hagasuma seenaa naa galatoomfadhaa. Senator, we love you. Jabadi, we are proud of you. Writing a book is not a small thing. One committee. You know, I served 15 years in politics. I was awarded twice on the floor of the House, but given the biggest honor by His Excellency the President Kenyatta then, for moving an amendment to Environmental Act. I was honored with the Chief of Burning Spear. The secret of a lawmaker is you have to do a lot of research. You have to do a lot of reading. And Africans are very poor if it comes to books. Bugu kumambitate, galte mankes kete, Diro ukeni itmarachun adamit. Biti afanat bedun. Dubbisi damsash kejir furedi namangors. But if you buy it in hundreds and put it in the shelf, nobody reads it. Politicians are not very good at reading. I used to wake up at night for me to do research on what I want to present the following day in the National Assembly. Kanafu sore ya santerese na of culture adese na sijalanna Jabadi. We are proud of you. I don't know how to explain, but thank you very much. Be blessed. Jabada galatoma.
I'm speechless. I'm going to speak Afan Oromotinile, Afan Ingles Patinile for the largest audience. Medal Gaba. Yo ya. Yo ya. Yo ya. Aye no focha. War gorana jirto. War garba jirto. Sakoye jirto. Orma jirto. Oromo ballo jirto. Galatoma. I want to take a few minutes just acknowledge the heaviness of this night is huge to me in many different levels. To speak after Honorable Wario, I was thinking, should I skip in the day? And it's not because of what he only said, because I know the bullets he has taken. For the Oromos he craved so far, for so long, I heard it and I saw it. He's like a father, but he's a beyond. So it was a very heavy to speak after you, and I wanted to thank you, Honorable. First, I also want to thank the organizers for making this happen, the likes of Kana Golicha, the like of Wario Wako, Gade Mamo. You must forgive me, I was upset today. These are organizers who made this event possible. And committee wa bitti qabuna kolfaatni beektani. Sume Abadub, Gammee, akka feete, Haajii lachuu kan Xaanaa Riiveriitiif kaas keessa jirullee hortee namoota baay'ee jechuudha kan sagantaa kana qopheessitanii hedduu galatoomaa isin jechuu barbaada. This could not have been possible without you guys. I also want to just take, for the sake of time, recognize the honorables that are here, starting with Honorable Wario and the other Wario too. I'm beyond honored to have you guys with me, to be on this stage, for you guys to speak about your daughter that you hardly know. Yes, you might know from social media, but yet hardly seen her work, her true work. So I am very grateful and forever burdened for all I've taken. Nobody shines on their own. We all shine on the mountains and a path so many have paved before us. I'm also kind of overwhelmed with the sister's speech. I mean, the Honorable Gede, I think Fatuma, I mean, I'm just amazed by Tume. You guys inspire me. You guys are definitely younger than me and inspire me. So I'm looking forward to talk to you guys privately today. So, Na-Malee case the inside of the book is Na-Malee. I want to just share just a little bit. I want you guys to read the book. It's in the book. Oromo struggle came to me like average Oromo. It's not something I've read about it. It's not something that I did enough research about it. But I took it on myself to move our people. I say, how can Oromo be so big, so large? We are always crying at the mercy of somebody. What is it about Oromo? And then I also say, what is it about women? Their rights always being violated. It was very personal. And it was also an honor that many would have done a better job than me, because I've had a chance to go from the White House to halls of Congress of the US, to member of parliament in Australia, to Canada, in Europe. And I also have an opportunity to speak to some African leaders. And I was also in Gambia at the AU level, talking about Oromo. Nothing is more pleasing to me than speaking about Oromo. I loved it. And if there was, they say that we need one person to die for Oromo, I would have been among many people, I think, to raise my hand to be crucified for Oromo. In these 5 years, I also heard the agony of Ayole, from Yemen to Kenya, from Saudi Arabia to South Africa, how our people suffer. In everywhere we go, whether it is in Kenya, Oromos from here, or whether Oromos in Ethiopia, or in Minnesota, the second largest place, the Oromo have no power, no unity. I sat among the political decision makers in the White House, talking about Ethiopia's solution. I saw the true enemy that I was for so long looking for it, so I can go and conquer myself or bring it to my people. But then the enemy I was looking for was not the one I thought I was going to find. That's what the book is about. So over the last 2 years, 3 years, since 2.5, 3 years, I realized that reality. So I faced the choice. So, tuga argetan Oromo timamo, because diin yan soqaa ture, bakka bira ture. Diin ammoo akka keessa kennate argee jedhe akka guddaa. Namatti ammoo nutti ilmi namaa kuni dhugaan ilmi ooftu yeroo baay'ee. Garuu hin cal'isa moo hin cal'isuudha. I think miidiyaa irratti illee dhageettan ta'a. It was a controversial with the book ni kunoo bahee jedhu. Deeggartoonni waraana bilisummaa illee akki nurratti barreessite jedhamu. Deeggartoonni gariin ammoo Jawaar nama beektan inni illee turte jedhu. And unfortunately ammoo akkuma beektanii for the last 2 years waa'ee nagaa irratti, and I've had a chance to talk to araara waraana bilisummaa Oromootii fi mootummaa Itoophiyaa hedduu jalqaba irraa jalqabee bara 2021 irraa jalqabee jechuudha. I was engaging the US government and some of the waraana bilisummaa Oromoo warra leadership irraa jechuudha. Akkamitti nageenyi akka dhufe, which you read about it in the book, which you don't buka kana bakka biraatti hin agartanii, because I'm conflicted. Buka kana ka barreesseef Oromoof barreessee jedhee. I want the Oromos to see what I saw, to walk the path I walked, then to come to conclusion there is something fundamentally wrong that we, so-called half of Ethiopia, Ethiopia is 130 million. Half of 130, you do the maths. In Kenya, we have over 1 million Oromos. In America, we have over 500,000 Oromos. Yet, there is no space safe for Oromo. What is it about us that continuously from our great-grandparents that we are always struggling? Yet, whether it's 1970 when Haile Selassie was overthrown, Mengistu when he came to power, or 1991 when change happened, or just yesterday, 2018, when we make the leaders in power today, from the Prime Minister to the popular former Oromia President, Mr. Lama, to the prince like Jawad. So what is it, Sigale? What is it? Because the strange for Oromo, if they are in Kenya, it is strange as wherever we are. But because we have no platform, nobody take us serious. I have a chance to work with the likes of, in a high-level meeting, the likes of Somalis, the likes of Amharas, Tigrays, where we are still in the circle to discuss about Ethiopian situation, solution. So that's what I wrote about the book. But I was also disappointed over the last 24 hours that we're supposed to have this event in a different place, that the Ethiopian government canceled the place that were we supposed to hold. The Ethiopian government, I'm not an announced figure of what Kanafi, no for so I'm because we dealt in a peaceful negotiation at the legislature. And many different level, from the Oromia regional level, as well as the Prime Minister level. Oromo Kamalu Toko Tokukofa, Nagara, Arara, Tokumara, Oromo Malu, Jerukana Kesat Yenamo Tuman, one can cancel Guru. I'm not in opposition. I'm not a member of any political party. I'm not even opposing anything at this point because I saw the fundamental problem of Oromo struggle. I saw it. I've read a lot of Oromo authors too. I saw from different angle. I saw as a woman, but I also saw it because I heard in a table circle what the Amhara say, what the Somalis say. You know, a lot of us I think grew up thinking that as a Kush, I was very proud Kushatic person. What are Somali can buy it? Because I like imagine where Nordi Kundina Kenya, Nutikush Kajatung Itre. Garu Engadda, Somalilandi, MOU Renti, when Nata in Argejade. When the name Nulal Martin Argejade. Then I realized that Oromoni Firahin Kabu. For as long as we are as large as this, we can never have a group that's going to stand for us. Because everybody is fighting for their own interest. We must understand that the enemy within us is the problem. The enemy from outside will never do no harm. So I think Honorable Wario said earlier, so many have taken a bullet for us. Whether we are here in Kenya or whether we are in Ethiopia, we must face ourselves. When this event was organized, one of the things that I asked the Honorable Halake and the organizing team, like my dearest Kana, who I know for the last 6 years, I wanted to see the Oromo Sakoyes. I specifically say, no, I will invite everybody. No. I wanted to hear where is Sakoyes. I was fighting with these people. And I wanted to really also see the Oromo Ormas in that invitational thing because we want to make a room for all of us. Not for some of us. We want the Oromos so far away from Orma to all the way to Trans of Borana to see themselves on the platform that we try to build, that is Oromuma. That is based, what made Oromo so different is Oromo ni ammata. Oromo ni kana bakate galanate. Galanate orisana mo is continuously to be a threat to everybody else. To nobody want to see Oromo in power except Oromo. Kana fi you, buya gutuwa so le baje len dubadu. Wahid case or Gaditani Toko Kapsoromo can case in the active leader from community level to where we are, you know, at the Congress level of Bukarindu, but they at the state White House level leader to like an ask of Major. I think throughout the book, you see the paths that I took. You will understand that it is time as Oromos that we cannot continue to look for the enemy outside. That we gotta ask ourselves. I think Honorable Wario, the other Wario, fayo ka jedhem ila keessi buukni numaleedha. Then beeknee numalee is by nature ilma namaa waan taaneef numartuu of jaalanna. That's just a given. Of jaalachuu san keen beeknee why is it the Amaras or the Tigrays or the Somalis or lakana keessatti different? Are waltu dalagee jira. Somalummaa dura boosanii jiran. It doesn't matter. As long as you're Somali, it doesn't matter. Somali Itoophiyaa taate, Somali Kenya taate, akka tokkotti of laala. Oromoo qooda means qooduu irratti ammoo hunduu walii gala. It doesn't matter. In argee jedha wanti jedha. Oromoo qooduu irratti walii gala. Eega kana beekne akkamitti natural biases qaama keenya keessa jiru. Akkamitti baafnee nagahaaf dhiibbaa goona. Mootummaa kanallee warra mootummaa aangoo kanarra jiru Itoophiyaarra jiru jechuudha keessattuu ani irratti Itoophiyaatiin. Saree yeroo Amaarri aangoorra jiru Amaaraaf jennee boo'aa turre. Hedduutu baqate namni keenya nutillee baqaan biyyaa baane. Engadda ammoo Tigreedha jenne. Hadda kunoo jaalannee jibbineellee kan nama qalaa jiru, kan nama gorra'aa jiru, kennuma kana summaan nu mul'isee leadershipin gandummaa hin qabu. Yeroo kana keessatti Oromoodhaaf hin tarre. Garuu akkuma Waariyoon jedhee everybody know this is Oromo government. Because they told us 2020 yeroo Trump deemeetiin mootummaa haaraa dhufee jedhee hojjeteenneetiin special envoy erganii jedhan abiyyitti guyyaa lamaa fi namichi kun qoy Oromoodhaa miti maa gaddaa waliin kennan hin jennee naan jedhan. Yaa kenna turee garuu hin maraatee jira ta'uu oolu garuu amma nurraa buusii jenneen. So wanni Oromoon barbaadu federaalizimii kan nurraa hin tuqinii jenneen. Guyyaa lama sa'a 5 fi 2 hours and 3 gaaf tokko sa'a 2 gaaf tokko sa'a 3 waliin taa'eetiin deebi'eetiin nutti mee yeroo sana abiyyi federalizimii kana diiguu fi asii warra Amaaraa wajjin kaatee jechuudha warra hadha diina jechuudha. So hadda san dabarree waa hedduu argee jira because Amaarris Somaaliis bakka jirtuun argee jiruu fi buuka kana otoo sodaadhu it's not available anywhere because Oromoon haa dubbistuun barbaadee jedhee barreessee jedhee ofaa agaru yoo hande gongore anatu dhiifama gaafata anatu yakkamee jedha. Yeroo kana keessatti mootummaa warra abiyyiillee aangoorra jiranillee aangooni ammaaf aangoodha of course wanni aangoo goonjiru. Haa fokkattuu haa bineensa taatu kennatu aangoorra jira. Ilmaan Oromoo irraa du'ichi dhaabbatuu qaba. Ilmaan Oromoo irraa midhaniinsi dhaabbatuu qaba. Gaafa gadda gaafa kalee bakki haqamee jiru onneen na cabde maaf na cabde Oromoon Keenyaa keessa jirtu urga mootummaan kun haa xiqqaatu waa guddatu kabajaan xiqqootti dhaga'ame. Xiqqoo eenyummaan jiraa boonuu jalqaban. San jalaa barreessuun barbaadu. Ana Oromoon walaa jabeessuu barbaada. Haa tarkaanfannuu barbaada. Oromoon Itoophiyaa keessatti yoo bakka qabaatte Oromoo addunyaarra jirtuuf hundaafiyyuu lafee taatee jirti. Kanaafuu ani kana asirra dhaabbadhee dubbadhuu fi yoo dhugaatiin dubbadhee I'm overwhelmed jedha. Nama baay'eetu dhuftanii irreechallee waliin oollee ani waaqeffataadha. Tulluu irratti dhaabbadhee tulluu akka obbo Waariyoo fi hedduu kan hin beekne kan qabsoo Oromoo keessatti du'aniin as gaheen jedhee bu'aa kanallee dubbisaa yoo waan ani raaqarraa darse yoo jiraate na gaafadhaa bakka biraa hin jiru. Because diinni keenya dubbisni at least yeroo gabaabaatii fi kennuma qofan jedhee kaahee jedhee shamarran keessattuu ammoo Keenyaa kana keessatti you guys have made me so proud. So made me so proud because you know let me ask one thing. In 1776 American bilisoomte jette. Just 30 years later we Haiti jedham bakka bilisoomte. If I'm not mistaken 1801. That's 224 years ago. Melala yero Haiti bilisoomtu sani biyyoonni akka France irraa bilisoomte. Melala yeroo kana keessatti waraana Gaazaa keessa jiru agarra. Genocide that's happening on our face. Kanam tokko irraan dubbani. Ka akka mootummaa Ameerikaa kana sodaatanii cadhise martu. Yeroo san ka aangoorra jiru biyya akka France kana. Haiti biyya xiqqeettiin suni uummanni Heeshaa suni akkamitti hinjifachuu danda'ettan. Haitiin ka injifattee bilisummaa godhattee fi amantaa jarra fayyadamte. Na irra oolanii injifamte. Warri Weestii kuni shaak ta'ee jedhee. Because Haitiin bilisoomtee qofa otoo hin ta'in akka jarri bilisoomsuuf waraana Ameerikaa ergitee jette. Mani revive gootee jette. South Africa bakka hundayyuu revolutionii akkuma tokko ergitee jette. So warri adiin kun wal gahee jedhee. Haitii kana balleessuu qabnaa jedhan. Abjuu kijibaa uummataaf kennite uummata gurraachaaf revolutionii danda'u itti himte. So we must dismantle Haiti jette. So how do we dismantle Haiti? Kayilee kana aangoorra ooltee jette akkamitti Haiti xiqqoo irra oollaa jedhan. Wanni jarri godhan maali? Amantaa Haiti amantaa seexaanaati jedhan. Hadda Haiti keessatti Aki guddaan kaatolikiidha. Amantaa jaraa kakalee itti amanaa turan amantaa seexaanaati jedhanii keessaa fagaatanii jedhan. Amantaa haaromni dhufe ka akka kaatolikii kun walkaamidha. Kaan itti saalfatan eenyummaa keenya akka itti saalfannu barbaada namni. Because gaafa ati nuyi eenyummaa keenya itti saalfannee jenne anis gamana taa'aa atis gamana teettaa waliin dubbisnu. Our identity is fundamentally who makes us who we are. Akka Oromootti waa lama waliin qabna dhiiroo. There's only two because amma Somaliin tokko to'arma taa'ee jedhee faranjiin tokko dhuftee ishiin Somaalee inni Oromoodha jechuu hin danda'u gargar baasuu hin danda'u. Wal tokko fakkaannee jenna. Nuuf Somaalee nuuf Amaaraa yookiin Tigree ka gargar baasu waa lama qofa dhiiroo. Tokko afaan kenna lama aadaa kenna. Inni Oromoos waan kana beekuu fi continuously afaan kennaa fi aadaa kenna. Yeroo mee ilaalaan aadaa biraa kan arrabsan hin agabtan. Amantaa biraa kan tokko hundin sodaatama. Garuu amantaa Oromoo, aadaa Oromoo, gosa Oromoo Musliimatu jira, Oromoo waaqeffatatu jira, Oromoo Kiristaanatu jira jechuudha. Namni Oromoo Musliimatu kun jiru, namni Oromoo Kiristaanatu kun jiru. Garuu Oromoo waaqeffataa is equalidha. Kafee yoo itti udaan namni dubbatu hin jiru. Why is it, I mean, amantaa adda addaa qabna. Why is it? Why is it okay? Why is it embarrassing to be Oromo? Why is it a threat? Yeroo irreechi bahu, why is it a threat? No, und amantaa baabaa nuti. Ani kabarbaadee jedhu what I realize is the enemy knows us. Oromoo galaan. Oromoo yoo Oromoo murtee malee irra ooluu hin dandeessu. Oromoo eenyu cabsuu hin danda'u. Garuu ammoo isa waliin cabsitee jette Oromoo fayyuu hin danda'u. Walii waliin cabsanii haa bilisoomnu, haa fayyinu, haa araaramnu isin jedha. Galatoomaa na wal taasisuu jedhan.